Can the Dark Knight ever hope to overcome Bane and rescue Gotham City from his clutches? Not if he can't deal with some old wounds he can't. All this and more in the pages of Batman issue number 78. Let's hop on in and find out what happens next, shall we? Alrighty then, so as the comic opens up, we're on a boat. Take a good hard look because Batman and Catwoman are on a boat. In particular, the boat that Batman keeps saying they met on back in the day. Is anyone else incredibly sick of this recurring motif? You say you met on the streets, you say you met on a boat. Does it matter? Continuity is a mess and is always gonna be a mess, and it really has no standing on what's happening right now. What is happening right now? Well, Batman and Catwoman are at the beach. Hey Bruce, Tom Selleck called. He wants his mustache back. At least if nothing else, Bruce is actually trying to hide his identity right now. What with Catwoman saying he's a wanted man all over the world, I know it would be easy to forget that fact, because in the last issue they were just walking around Paris together like it was no big thing. Batman says that the secret to stopping Bane will eventually show up on the beach, and that's why they're hanging out here right now. Yeah, I bet you didn't think you were gonna get an anime beach episode right here in the middle of this series. What does any of this have to do with the city of Bane? Nothing. In fact, we're not gonna go there all issue. Even though Alfred was just seemingly murdered and Damian is the hostage of Bane right now, Bruce is working on his tan. Well, okay, he's doing a little bit more than that. He's also not just rehabbing his body, he's rehabbing his relationship and romance with Selina. Gag. And before you might think, hey, what could Catwoman possibly do to help Batman train? Isn't Batman a lot stronger and more trained than her? Yeah, well, clearly you forget that she single-handedly beat Talia al Ghul and one-punched the Flash's. Selina's like the strongest there is, bro. So yes, in case you're wondering, Batman issue number 78 is basically a training montage stretched over an entire 22-issue comic, which actually doesn't make it a montage at all. At least montages are short and to the point. But eventually, though, after slogging through all of this, we actually start to get to some real content here. Batman and Catwoman talk about the whole wedding situation and how Selina left Bruce at the altar and how that really hurt his feelings. But Selina had to do it because only in being miserable could Batman continue to be Batman and help all the people he needed to, even though that meant Selina was literally stealing his happiness, which made her a thief and made her feel like a bigger supervillain than ever. And you might be thinking, oh wow, are they actually talking? Are they actually getting somewhere? This scene is great, only it isn't when you stop and consider that none of this is true. Selina only broke off the marriage with Batman because she listened to Holly Robinson, who was working for Bane, a fact that she has yet to put together. This is a big problem with a series that really wants you to feel the emotion going on here. Yeah, I can't feel the emotion when the only reason these characters are in this situation is because smart characters are written to be dumb. It all comes to a major head on the beat and decide to practice with batarangs, but try though she might to goad Batman, he refuses to throw a batarang at her full strength. Even though Catwoman wants him to do it because she's feeling self-hating right now and she figures getting smacked in the face with a batarang at full speed would, I don't know, alleviate her guilt or something. And what is the ultimate resolution to all these feelings and all these emotions and all this lost love? Well, Batman eventually comes to the realization, hey, what if I said I loved you? What if I continued to be Batman? What if I just did it all at the same time and stopped being a miserable piece of shit? You see, the secret to defeating Bane did show up on the beach after all. It was Batman kissing Catwoman, cause only love can defeat Bane. And so that was Batman issue number 78, everybody. A comic so overly pleased with itself that it actually ends up being a little sickening. You know, I can only imagine that if you were one of those people who actually were invested in this story and where it was going, and you actually did feel something for the Batman-Catwoman romance, that even you would have to be a little disappointed that Batman's ultimate big change, his big turnaround, was so easy and so simple that he just decided, hey, I'm not gonna be sad anymore. And honestly, I might have been able to buy into this, I might have been able to accept it and take this ride, but it's just Batman and Catwoman don't talk or interact like real people in love. They don't don't even talk like real comic book people. They spend this whole issue trying to be romantic, but they continue to speak in this strange, stilted sentence structure that makes them sound like aliens or robots. In fact, you know what? Yeah, robots is a good comparison. The only difference being the last time that Tom King actually did write a book about robots and love, that one actually did affect me in a meaningful way. Here, it just feels so wrong. Top all that off with an issue that just wastes a bunch of time only to have its big revelation in the last couple pages have it not feel earned, and well, you basically have this whole arc in a nutshell, don't you? Overall, I'd give this one a 4 out of 10. I actually thought it would get easier as we get to the end of this run, but it only gets harder and harder. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing me right now, it means you watched to the end of the video, of which I will always be appreciative of. It really helps with retention and all that other good YouTube stuff. If you really like my work, you can check me out on social media. I have links down in the description of the video you're watching right now to all my different socials. I got the Twitter, I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook. I'm very easy to be reached, and if you follow me there, you can be the first to know about when a new video goes live. And with that, I will bid you all adieu. Bye-bye.